So today I'm going to be going over with you how to do the beautiful purple hearts manicure. Plates we'll be using, MMO6, we'll be using that for the little ring embellishment on the accent nail, and MMO3 we'll be using these beautiful hearts here, little hanging hearts. Polishes include Emily de Molly Living After Midnight, which is a beautiful purple hollow, and another Emily de Molly. This is calibrated, and that will be our accent at the bottom of the base of the nails. Stamping today, I'll be using China Glaze Passion, which is my go-to gold. And the other thing we'll be using is, I just bought a little nail art wheel off eBay for a couple of dollars, and we'll just be using one of the little gems in there as a gemstone in the ring on the accent nail. Okay, so to get started, I've gone through and I've put a couple of coats of Living After Midnight on my nails. I've also done some masking because we're going to be doing a gradient. I really want to make sure that my cleanup isn't too horrific. So I've been using art masking fluid, and I'll just show you how I've been applying that. It's fairly straightforward. I'm just using a really big dotting tool and dipping that in the fluid, and then just outlining my nail where I don't want that polish to go. Doesn't take too long to dry. Generally try and weigh up how long it's going to take to dry compared with how long the cleanup's going to take, and whichever's shorter is what I do. So for a gradient, it's going to be a fair amount of cleanup, so I'm going to use the masking fluid on this manicure. So literally just trace around. Because it's a gradient, I'm going to cover up a fair amount of my finger. I'm a messy gradienter, so I just want to make sure that I've got that all covered. This one I've managed to flood the cuticle a little bit, so just with my nail I'm going to pull that back. You can see I'm just pulling that back, and I'm just going to use a little brush to brush that off the nail surface. It's messy, but it'll still do the job. Okay, so these three are dry, the masking's dry. This is the little tool I'm going to use for the gradient. It's a very subtle gradient. I just wanted to give my nails a little bit of definition and bring in some of this beautiful sort of sparkly Emily de Molly calibrated. I really wanted to use that since the moment I got it. So I've been itching to use that one, so I'm going to use it today. I've already got the base done, so it's just a matter of painting some strips on of this on one side and strips on the other side of the Living After Midnight. There we go. That'll work just fine. So just keeping it parallel to where I want it to be, I'm just going to dab across. Often when I'm doing a gradient, I'll paint a few layers of one of the colours on my nail that sort of is in the middle of whatever I'm trying to do. So there we go, you can see I'm starting to get a bit of depth there. Need to reload. I'm just putting a few more stripes of polish on. Just a straight up and down dabbing to get that in there. Okay, so these three are done. I need to wait for that one to dry a little bit. I think it's, oh yeah, it's done. So I can reload once more, last time, and just do that index finger, and I'm ready to go. Now because I'm stamping over the top, I'm going to leave all my masking on, that'll help the clean up with the stamping. Not that this is going to be particularly messy stamping, it's a fairly constrained design, so I don't expect it to go all over my cuticles, but a little bit will. A little bit always does. Okay, so there's my beautiful gradient done. I'm going to wait for that to dry, then I'm going to come back and we'll stamp. Okay, so I'm back, my nails are dry and we're ready to stamp. So the first thing I'll do is I'm going to use this design here, really pretty hearts on strings design, and my China Glaze Passion. Just a straightforward. Now my image. Now to line up, I'm just, there we go, my first few little hearts. Clean off my stamper and keep going across my nails. Because the MM designs are reasonably wide, we find that you can sort of get a few different looks out of the same design. So I'm just going to use different parts of this image on different nails, just to vary things up a bit. So on the last one I use this little heart here. I'm going to use the hearts that are just over a bit on the next nail. So there's our next lot. Line those up. There we go. So you can just see we're just getting some different. Okay, so just to do this last finger, just over with the China Glaze Passion again. There we go. So all I need to do now is the accent nail. I'm going to use this middle of these three ring designs. These are really cute and they don't get a lot of airplay, which is a bit of a shame because they turn out really nicely, and if you just want to do one nail with one little accent, they're perfect for that. So actually we might use the top one. It's a bit frillier. So I'm just scraping it. Now the fun part's lining it up. So I'm just going to keep a really close eye on where I'm going. Make sure that it's right this way and right that way. And there we go. So that's our little ring feature. What we can do with that is I like to put a little gem in the middle of the ring to make it look like a real ring. So the way I do it is I just grab out the little gem I want, and in this case I just want a little purple round one. I'll tip some out. One of those colours would be great. And then coat the fingernail with top coat. Effectively I'm just using the top coat to glue it on with. And then I've got a picker pencil, and I just push down with that, pick it up, put it where I want to. Give it just a very gentle little push, guide it into place. You can see that's now in place, and then I just seal it all together with another top coat. Okay, so what I can do now is I've done all my stamping. I can start to clean up. I can rip off all my masking stuff around the outside, and it comes off pretty easily. You can see how much less cleanup I've got to do on those than I would have had otherwise if I hadn't done this. This did a little bit, but it's not too bad. Okay, so I'm going to go and finish cleaning those up. Actually, on cleanup, what I do for cleanup is I just have a brush that. It's an eyeliner brush, and it's acetone resistant, and I just dump it in acetone, and then I can really carefully just go around the edge of my nail with it, and that gives me a really nice clean edge to my stamping and my nails. I can take off everything I don't want. Okay, enjoy these. These are just so pretty. I'm going to be leaving these on for a little while. Put a couple of coats of HK Girl top coat on them, take some photos, and then kick back and enjoy my Sunday. Alrighty guys, stamp on.